All right, guys, listen. I think it's about time. It's about time. The law has been unjust for a very long time for men, for fathers. Women have, rightfully so, fought to receive rights that they should have had, but it was such a huge swing of the pendulum that it didn't become a system of justice, but a system that favored heavily the woman in situations like childbearing. Men, when forced to pay child support, for many cases for children that weren't theirs, and when it was found out that the child wasn't theirs, there was no consequences, zero accountability for the woman who made this man pay child support for a child that wasn't his. The state mandated that. And what I never understood was if the state can easily mandate a man to pay for child support without knowing 100% that that was the actual father, it shows how unjust the system is. Like, you would rather have a man pay for a child that's not his than find out who the real father is and make them accountable to that child? Just because a woman places the man's name on the child birth certificate? That doesn't sound just to me. It doesn't sound like justice at all. And for years, women have gotten away with making a man pay for a child that wasn't biologically his. And then this man, many cases, develop a bond with the child, and it breaks his heart, breaks the man in pieces when he finds out that after 18 years, the child wasn't his. But that's soon going to change. Tennessee is leading the charge with a specific bill, House Bill 2689, that will hold women accountable for claiming a man as the child's father that's not really the child's father, and will mandate, which I believe should happen in every state, mandate a paternity test before a woman can place a father or man on child support or hold them accountable for the child. I think that's justice. Now, women out there, your body, your choice, right? And if it's your body, your choice, many women have abused that, and they have become free with their ality, having intimate moments with multiple men at the same time, then getting pregnant and not knowing who the child's father is, and then picking the best option out of that group without knowing if he was actually the biological father. All that's going to end now. All that's going to end now. And it should. It should. I believe in it's just tough because I believe that men who father a child should be held accountable and help raise the child. I think that's the core of what it means to be a responsible man. When you are married and you wait till you're married, there's very little thought into that. But because we live in a society that, intimacy is so free and it's now used as a source of recreation rather than connection, the government really should step in and make it mandatory for there to be paternity tests if there's a child support case, if you want to put a man's name on the birth certificate. In states like Michigan, men have it the worst. They could not be a woman could just pick a man's name out of the blue, put that man's name on the birth certificate. The state will go after him for child support, and it's on him to prove that he's not the father. What nonsense is it that a man has to prove that he's not the father, but it's not on the woman to prove that a man is the father? It's twisted. It's unjust. And I think that this new bill will make justice a little bit more balanced and blind now. So now, if you're not married and there's a baby in the mix, a paternity test must happen in the state of Tennessee after this bill is passed for there to be any kind of child support. And then if you lie about it, then you face jail time, which I believe is the right thing. Now, there's this video. I'm going to leave a link in the description to this man's TikTok. I don't really do TikTok, but I saw this on another video and I wanted to make sure that I reacted to this. But take a listen to what this man says.
All right, so those of you who are in Tennessee, guess what? House Bill 2689 is getting ready to pass. That is requiring paternity tests before you sign the birth certificate. Because, you know, when people do paternity tests, 1/3 of the time, they end up not being the father. And if they start testing everybody, that number can only go up, not down.
True.
It's going to be dramatic. And right now they're starting to also add in things like, you know, maternity fraud is a crime, a punishable.
It should be a punishable crime.
Guys
it should be.
Used to go to jail for not paying child support on a child that wasn't theirs, because the state wants to get their money. Because if there is no father to pay for the child support, somebody has to pay for it. So they push it onto the nearest person that could be a father figure.
Stupid.
And
it's dumb.
They're actually starting to jail time the ladies for maternity fraud,
which they should,
because it is such a rampant crime.
Yes, it is a crime.
And yes, it's a crime,
as he says. So, you guys hear that? In Tennessee, they will punish women who lie about the son's paternity or child's paternity. They will punish them and jail time, which I believe is right. A man who is not a biological father who misses child support will be put in jail. That's not right. What is right is a woman claiming a man is the father of a child that's not really the father of the child. Now, here's the problem. Today's day, waiting till marriage is no longer a good idea. It's archaic. It's old-fashioned. You got to test the car before you drive it. Men, you think this is a good thing for you. It's not. It's not. Because if you are sleeping with a woman and they do get pregnant, you will be held accountable. But ladies, if you are in a situation where you're not faithful to a man, or you're sleeping with multiple, and you pick a man out of the litter and he's not the father, you will be consequenced, and it's only right. Here's a problem with this whole modern thought on ality. You know the word. Don't want to be demonetized. So guys, we really got to start making changes. And I'm glad that this bill is being passed in the state of Tennessee. And I'm hoping that other states will incorporate this as well, because this is what justice looks like. This is what justice looks like. For years, I've been saying men need to start rallying for laws just like this one. And I'm also saying, men, stop sleeping around. Marry the woman that you desire to have a family with, and then enjoy the benefits of a marriage. Ladies, same with you. If it is your body, your choice, and you choose to sleep around, you need to be held accountable with your action. Be responsible for your decisions. Plain and simple. Hopefully gone are the days where men have to suffer financially for children that's not biologically theirs, because both the woman and the man were irresponsible with their intimate moments. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Share this video out if you can. And by liking the video, it helps us out. It costs you nothing, and I would greatly appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next upload or live stream, I'm out. Peace.